Hello, my name is AP Jivanti Chanika, student ID 1623926. I have implemented the server side of this XML-RPC assignment.
Hello, my name is KD Ashwini Pereira. Student ID is 1622967. I have implemented the first client of this XML-RPC assignment.
Hello, my name is Mohammad Sajid Bora. My student ID is 1622963. I have implemented second client of this XML-RPC assignment.
Now I will run the server and show. This is the main interface of the recycling server side. It consists of several buttons, namely online machine, transaction, machine setting, engineer log, view machine summary, view item summary. In here, in the online machine button, we can view what are the online clients that has been connected to the server. In here, the online transactions can be viewed by this transaction button. Machine setting, there we can set the individual values of the items. In engineer log button, we can view what are the actions that has been done by the engineer in the client side. In the view machine summary, we can view the machine summaries in order to find out which machine has been used most. And in view item summary, we can find out the each item machine summary of the each item IPs.
Now I will run the first client. In order to connect to the server, the user should enter the server's IP address and the port number. So this is the main recycling GUI. There are separate buttons for each item that can be deposited into the recycling machine, and there are two separate buttons to print the receipt. The user can print the receipt either in the console or in a separate JFrame. This is the engineer login button. The engineers who visit needs to log into the system in order to perform administrative tasks such as emptying the recycling machine and resetting the recycling machine.
So I will demonstrate in the client to interface. Let's run the. In order to connect to the client, connect to the server, client has to enter the server IP and the port number. And this is the client to main interface. There are 5 buttons for each item. So there is a receipt button to print the receipt in the below text field, and there is an engineer mode button. With that engineer mode button, engineer can log into the system and do administrative tasks such as emptying the machine and the resetting the machine.
So as the client has been connected to the server, by clicking on this online machine, we can view which client has been connected to the server with their respective IPs and machine names.
Now using client 1, I will add some items to the recycling machine. And the receipt will be generated like this.
So in the client 2 also I will add some items, and so this is the print, this is the receipt that client 2 gets.
So as the both client has done some online transaction, by clicking on this transaction button, we can view what are the transactions, what are the items that has been added to the client machine with their respective IPs and PC names. So by clicking on this machine setting, we can set the individual values for the items in the client side. So here I will set all the values for 23. And here the values has been set up.
Now the server has changed the item values. So I will log into the engineer mode. So this is the interface that the engineer gets when logging to the engineer mode. Using the clear machine, the machine can be emptied, and using the reset machine, the machine will be reset, and the values that the server has assigned will be assigned to the client side as well. Now I will add some items and generate the receipt. So you can see all the item values has set to 23, which the server has set.
So as client 1, I'll demonstrate in the client 2. So in order to reset the machine, engineer has to log in first, providing engineer ID and the password. So this is the interface that engineer gets. There are two buttons, empty the machine and reset the machine. When engineer click the empty the machine will be emptied, and engineer click the reset the machine, the value will be set to server's values. So now we'll add some items and see the changes that have been. So now you can see items has been changed to 23. That has been changed from the server.
So as the both engineers has been logged into the clients, here by clicking on this engineer log, we can view what are the actions that has been done by the engineer. So they are the empty machine and the reset machine has been done by the admin 2, and another admin, the empty machine and the item reset has been done in the second client. So as we have to view which client has been used more, by clicking on this view machine summary, we are getting a pie chart with the respective IP, in order to find out which machine has been used most. And in order to find the item summary of each machine, we can click on that item summary button and it will give a GUI. Selecting the IP from the combo box, it will give the item summaries in the client's machine. So when we click on the second client, and it gives the summary of the second client. So this is our XML-RPC assignment demonstration. Thank you. Now we will demonstrate the RMI assignment. So here I will run the server. So this is the main interface of the RMI server. It consists of several buttons, namely online machine, transaction, machine setting, engineer log, view machine summary, view item summary. They are also, in order to view the online connected machines to the server, we can click on this online machine in order to find out what are the transactions that has been done online by the clients. We can view it by clicking on the transaction. So by clicking on this machine setting, we can set the values for each individual item, and the engineer actions and the logins can be viewed by the engineer log. And from this view machine summary, we can view the machine summaries in order to find out which machine has been used most. By clicking on this view item summary, it will give a pie chart with the item summary of the each machine.
Now I will run the first client. In order to connect to the server, the user should enter the server's IP address and the port number. So this is the main GUI. There you can see there are several buttons for each item that can be deposited to the recycling machine, and there are two separate buttons to print the receipt. So the user can either print the receipt in the console or in a separate JFrame. And using this engineer login, the engineers who visit can log into the system in order to perform administrative tasks such as emptying the recycling machine and resetting the recycling machine.
So I will explain how those things work in client 2. So let's run the client 2, and in order to connect to the server, client 2 has to provide IP address and the port number. So this is the client 2 main interface. There are 5 main buttons for each items. That is the receipt button. A user click the receipt button, the receipt will be printed below text field. there is an engineer mode button. With that engineer mode button, engineer can log into the system and do administrative tasks such as empty the machine and reset the machine.
As the both client has been connected to the server, by clicking on this online machine, we can view who are the clients that has been connected to the server with their respective IPs and computer names.
Now using client 1, I will add some items to the recycling machine. And I will print the receipt. So here is the generated receipt.
So as client 1, let's say in the client 2, so you can see this glass bottle and crate.
So as the clients has been done some online transaction, by clicking on this transaction, we can see what are the items that has been added to the machines with their respective IPs and computer names. So now I will set some individual values for the items for the client machine. So the values has been set up.
So the server has changed the item values. We will see how the changes have happened. By clicking on the engineer's login, the engineer needs to enter the ID, engineer's ID and the password. So this is the interface that the engineer gets when logging into the system. So the engineer gets two options. The engineer can either clear the machine by clicking on this button or reset the machine and set the changed values to the items that the server has changed. So now I will add some items again and print the receipt. So you can see the changes that the server has done has happened in the client as well.
So now we'll show in client 2 the changes. So in order to reset the machine, engineer has to log into the system by providing engineer ID and the engineer password. So as soon as engineer login, this interface will pop up and there are two buttons, empty the machine and reset the machine. When engineer click the empty the machine will be emptied, and engineer click the reset the machine will be resetted to the server's values. So now we'll see the changes that has done from the server. Now let's add some items. And now you can see basically the item values has been changed according to the server values.
So as the engineer has been logged in the client side, so what we can see what are the actions he has done. So here with the IP addresses and with the respective engineer usernames, he has done the empty machine. The admin one has been done the empty machine and the reset machine in the first client. So this is it, and when it comes to the view machine summary, by clicking on this, it will generate a pie chart. It shows the machine usage of the clients, and by clicking on this view item summary, it will give a GUI in order to find out the summary of the item summary of the each machine. So here it gives a pie chart of the first client summary, item summary. It gives another pie chart of the second client's item summary. So we have used session cookie in our RMI assignment. So now we will demonstrate that. So I will close the server and run it again.
So the server has closed. Now if I try to add any item, it gives a message saying that I need to restart the client again. So I will restart it. Now I have restarted the client 1. Now if I try to add items, I can successfully add items. because previously the session was timeout. Now I have connected to the server again, so I can add the items in the normal manner.
So as in client 1, I will show in client 2. So first let's click on item. There is a pop-up button, please restart the program. So that is because the session is timed out. So now we'll close the program and restart it. So now you can successfully add some items and do transactions.
So this is our RMI assignment demonstration. Thank you.